In this video, we will be looking at how to build a digital calendar, and we will build it using a Google Calendar that you can sync to your computers, tablets, and smartphones. To get a Google Calendar, you will need a Gmail account. If you don't have one, Google search, "How do I create a Gmail account?" If you have one, head on over to calendar.google.com. Here is a basic template. When you start, you'll have a calendar named after your email address as a default. I like to change that to general work. I make it a gray, boring color. It's usually for busy work and errands like haircuts and grocery shopping, stuff like that. Now, we make more calendars. We go up here, we go to settings, we go to add calendar, create new calendar. Yeah. The first one we make is usually your 9-to-5 job or your main career. I like to make it blue. If you have a second job, part-time job, or side hustle, you can make another calendar and make it a different shade of blue. Then we make another calendar, an important calendar. We call it important because it's for important things. And we color it red so it really stands out. This is for events that aren't work but are still very important, things you cannot afford to miss, like doctor's appointments, picking up people at the airport, or voting. I also like to make a personal calendar. I make it green. It's for hanging out with your friends, things you do for you, fun stuff. Creating events is really easy, and adjusting them is even easier. Another few optional ones are studying, learning, or training. I like to make that brown. Rehearsals, I like to make that purple. Performances and gigs, dark purple. Yellow for auditions. And sleep. I like to make my sleep color a nice light white color so it doesn't pull focus. This last one might seem a little like overkill, but I found that it can be really helpful to plan and, more importantly, see how much sleep you're getting. But we'll get to that. This is also a perfect example to show you how to make a repeating event. Click here and here, click daily, click save. If you want to adjust it on the weekend, you can. Just this event, no problem. If I want to create an intermittent event, I can also customize the repeat. Repeat on these days. End on a certain date or after a certain amount of occurrences. Color coding your events will help you see your life in a way you've never seen it before. You can study your habits and make changes based on things you've observed. Once you have your Google Calendar set up the way you want it, there's just a small matter of syncing it to your smartphone. There are way too many smartphones for me to detail how to sync Google Calendar to your individual smartphone. The best practice is to ask Google, how do I sync Google Calendar to my specific phone? If you have an Alexa, a Google Home, an iPhone, or an Android phone, you can become a power user when it comes to adding things to your schedule by using voice commands. Hey, add meeting with client to my schedule on Sunday at 5 p.m. One of the great things about visualizing your time is that it can really help you take a hands-on approach when it comes to self-care and mental health. If you're starting to feel burned out after a week or even a few days, you can take a look at your calendar for the past few days. Have you been working too much and not giving yourself enough personal or free time? Have your sleep patterns been all over the place? Looking at your week visually can help you pick out patterns and help you adjust to practice self-care and take a real hands-on approach to your mental health. There will be a lot of trial and error at first, figuring out how much time it actually takes you to do things versus how much time you thought it would. But the longer you do it, the better you'll get. The more it will become a habit, and the more you will be living your life on purpose. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to watch more in this series, check for links in the description.